Aloha everybody, this is Tiggy Maximus with Tiggy Maximus Talks, episode 107 on YouTube. Thank you guys for following me, listening to all these episodes. So thank you for supporting the podcast. Just remember, I also have a podcast on Spotify, the same title, Tiggy Maximus Talks. And remember to follow, like, subscribe, whatever you guys can do. And there's a link on each of the Spotify podcast episodes where you can make a small donation towards the podcast if you feel like it. So anything is fully appreciated. So let's get into it, guys. I'm in the middle of like a long weekend, 4th of July weekend, and quite a few things that happened. I want to talk about it for a little bit. On Saturday, we have UFC Fight Night, Strickland versus Magomedov. That one was an interesting main event. Looks like Magomedov had got the upper hand in the first round, hit Strickland with some heavy shots, and it looked like maybe, just maybe, Magomedov was about to finish the fight. But unfortunately, that was not the case, and the first round ended. And so with the first round ending, well, unfortunately, that was the best that Magomedov could do, because with the end of the first round, it kind of reset everything, and Strickland came out, and him and his team kind of knew what kind of holes to exploit. Big hole in Magomedov's game, and Strickland just went for it in the second round, and the second round was pure domination by Strickland. All these strikes, non-stop. Magomedov had no answer. He looked fatigued. He couldn't defend himself anymore after that point, and that was all she wrote. Sean Strickland wins by TKO in the second round. Great victory by Sean Strickland. That's too bad for Magomedov. I really had high hopes for him, but it's okay. Back to the drawing board. Another fight that was on the card was Magomedov versus Grant Dawson. That one was, well, it was a lopsided victory. Grant Dawson used his grappling, just completely overmatched Magomedov. Just looks helpless down on the ground, and Grant Dawson cruised to victory. Kudos to Grant Dawson for having such a strong ground game, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do next. There's one other fight I'd like to talk about. It's the 55-second dominant victory by Rinat Farekhnidov. He submitted Kevin Lee. What looked like a submission in the squatted position. So that was pretty impressive.
In a half mile, keep left onto La Jolla Village Drive.
So I can't wait to see where Renat's going to go from here. Farekhnidov, 55 seconds to win a fight. Guy's pretty scary. He does go by the name Gladiator. So
in a quarter mile, keep left onto La Jolla Village Drive.
I'm pretty excited, actually, so can't wait to see where this is going to go. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we had WWE's Money in the Bank Premium Live Event. Damian Priest won the Money in the Bank briefcase. He outlasted 6 other guys. That was a fun match to watch, and kudos to Damian Priest. He deserved it. I can't wait to see how Damian Priest is going to cash in on a world champion. whether it's going to be Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins or whoever's going to hold those two titles at the time that Damian Priest will cash in. So we'll see what happens. So yeah. We also have Io Sky. She was able to get the briefcase as well, outlasted 5 other women.
Onto La Jolla Village Drive.
And Io Sky, that was
in 0.4 miles,
fun match.
Turn left onto Torrey Pines Road.
That was a fun match to watch, and there was a spot where you had two of the girls were on the ladder, and I think Zoe Stark was the one of the recipient of the reverse power bomb onto the ladder that was set up close by to the main ladder that was set up to get the briefcase. To see that impact and have Zoe Stark bounce off the ladder, oh man, that's an exciting spot, but so painful to watch. Oh, anywho, kudos to Io Sky. Can't wait to see who she's gonna cash in on, either Asuka or Rhea Ripley. So one of those two. And then you have Seth Rollins defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor. Finn Balor got close. It looked like he was getting close to the victory, except that was not the case.
Turn left onto Torrey Pines Road.
And Damian Priest may have teased to do a cash-in, maybe add himself to the match with Rollins and Finn Balor, but it didn't happen. But that was enough of a distraction to Finn Balor. Seth Rollins was able to counter, and Seth Rollins was able to get the curb stomp on Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins won the match and retained his World Heavyweight Championship. So there is definitely some tension between Finn Balor and Damian Priest, and they both cost each other the World Championship. So, but Damian Priest, he's in prime position to cash in on somebody. So, then I think there was let's see, there was the Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler defending the women's tag team championships against Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan.
Continue on Torrey Pines Road for about 2 miles.
And well, the big shock of this is that Shayna Baszler attacked Ronda Rousey and left her alone in the ring and walked away from the ring, and Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez did their signature moves, and Liv Morgan got the victory pinfall on Ronda Rousey, and Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan is your new women's tag team champions. Kudos. Let's see what else. Cody Rhodes, he fought with Dominic Mysterio. Cody Rhodes got the victory. Good victory for Cody Rhodes. So Damian Priest, Io Sky, the Raquel and Liv. World Heavyweight Championship is 4. Dominic and Cody was 5. Gunther beat Matt Riddle. He retained his championship, the Intercontinental Championship. Great victory. Can't wait to see how far Gunther's going to go. He's purely a dominant guy. And then your main event, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa fighting with the Usos, the Bloodline Civil War. The Usos they defeated Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, and Roman Reigns actually got pinned for the first time in 3.5 years. Can't believe it. So yeah, fun times. So I would say the Damian Priest Money in the Bank ladder match, that was 8.5 out of 10. I liked it. The women's Money in the Bank ladder match with Io Sky winning, that was an 8.5 as well. The Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan versus Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler match, I think that was more of a 6.9 out of 10. Gunther and Matt Riddle, I think that was like an 8 out of 10. The World Heavyweight Championship match between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, I think that was like an 8.5 out of 10. Now let's say 8.6. I was really starting to believe Finn Balor was about to win the championship, actually. Let's see. Cody versus Dominic, that was probably I want to say a 7.5 out of 10. So we covered the two women's matches, the two ladder matches, Cody, the women's tag team championships, Gunther, the World Heavyweight Championship at 6, and so the match was Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns versus the Usos. I think that match was about an 8.3. It was kind of slow, but the storytelling was pretty good though. So that's my thoughts on WWE's Money in the Bank. And I just want to mention the San Diego Legion rugby team, the number 1 team in the West in the Major League Rugby playoffs. San Diego Legion did defeat the Seattle Seawolves. So that is going to set up I believe a July 8th final for the Major League Rugby Championship. The game is going to be on Fox, and it's the number 1 in the West, San Diego Legion, versus the number 1 team in the East, the New England Free Jacks. That's going to be an epic rugby Super Bowl of sorts, so can't wait to see that one. There's a nice lead in to UFC 290, actually. So, anywho, I'm actually going to go to the fair later on today, so see how fun that's going to be. Good food and the atmosphere, ambiance. So, I'm going with a friend of mine. You guys might know him, Dupree from D2 Nice, from the Who Are They podcast. So, let's have some fun, bud. We also actually recorded an episode for the Who Are They podcast. That's a podcast that I'm doing with D2 Nice. So, you guys know me as Tiggy Maximus. So, we talked about UFC Fight Night from Saturday night. So, tune into that as well. And, of course, follow mine. Tiggy Maximus Talks on both YouTube and Spotify. So, alright, guys, remember to have some good food, good company, watch some good action, and watch some good comedy shows. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a fun 4th of July weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later. Booyah.